Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Welcome to H Capture Live. I'm your host, Harry Bridgeforth, and today I have a very special guest with me. He's a musician and artist and a good friend, Mr. J Melly. Mr. J, what's going on, bro?
Hey, how you doing, man? It's a pleasure to be here, man. It's a pleasure to be on your show, man.
So I'm honored. I'm honored. Uh, Most of a little background with me and Jay. We became friends in basic and in the army, and then afterward we kept in contact.
That's right.
He's a very well-rounded artist, and like anything else on this platform, I like to showcase people that I know, people that are interactive, and then positive. I don't like a lot of negative stuff. He's a very positive guy, and we're gonna get into that in terms of like his style and everything. But we're gonna break down the show. Basically, first part of the show is gonna be based on Jay with his art form, asking a couple questions in that. And the other half is going to be based on my other brand, Sports Fans Only. And we're going to ask him a couple sports fans or sport related questions.
That's
And then
right.
we're going to have a little conclusion at the end, and then we'll be good to go. All right. So we're going to go right into it. How did you get into music? And if you can explain to the fans and everything, what is Christian rap and how did you get into it?
Gotcha. All right, man. So I've been doing music since I was 12. With a friend of mine. When I first met him, is what ignited that fire. In me to start making rap music. But I've been listening to plenty of Spanish and English rappers. Trying to get trying to expand my field of view when it comes to rapping and my field of knowledge. Since I was 12, I've always had that heart of like rapping, singing, always being behind a mic. And man, it's basically my testimony, man. Since I was 12, I met this dude at my church. He was Dominican, named Jonathan Cabrera. Shout out to him. He's doing big things in the Navy. But me and him became real close and started to be like a duo. And that, unfortunately, it ended because he joined the Navy and he, started creating his own life, in which I applaud him for that. Best decision he ever made. But after he left, I felt that emptiness in my heart, because I had all this in my hands, but I just didn't know what to do with it.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
one day I just went in a prayer and I was like, God, you gave me the gift of rapping, you gave me the talent, the gift of writing. So what am I gonna do
Hmm.
with it? So from there, he answered, man, I gave you the resources.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
I don't need to tell you what to do with them because you already know what to do with
You
them.
know, you know what to do.
You know what you're doing. I gave you the resources. It's up to you if you want to keep going with what I gave you. So from that moment on, man, I started rapping and rapping from 12 to 15, but I didn't start taking it serious until like I was 18, 19. Man, that's when I started recording music videos. That's
Mm.
when I started meeting new people, started making more music, making music videos, and that's when it started to take off, man. Now I've had the opportunity. God has given me the opportunity to go rap in some churches,
Yeah, I've seen a lot.
be part of different concerts around the southeast of the United States and mainly Florida, mainly Georgia area.
Yep.
But I thank God for every opportunity that comes, and just we just got to keep working and maintaining that relationship with God straight. And I promise you, He'll take care of the rest.
Yeah, yeah.
The second question was about Christian rap
Yep.
and
Because a lot of
secular.
people they know about rap or they heard about Christian rap or they
Gotcha.
associate it with a certain way. I just want to get your take on that being an art form, that being your art form, and then how is it different? The little intangibles. Is it more challenging? Things like that.
All right, so uh, I honestly think that Christian rap is not any different from regular rap. The same thing that rappers do, Christian artists, uh, we can do it too. But what changes and what's different, I think, is the message that we bring behind the song. We know that in today's time, everybody's attracted to music. Everybody, as soon as they turn that car on, that radio coming on with it.
Yep. Yep.
And I feel like music plays a big role in our life. And I feel like, man, Christian rap is not its own genre, but the message it brings, usually when people think about Christian music or Christian rap, they mostly think about people talking about God. But
Yeah.
yes, it is talking about God, but you're also describing who you are as a Christian. You're also describing what God has let you live in your lifetime, and what can you do to express that testimony, or that process that God has let you go through, and how you came out of it with victory, with more knowledge in His Word, with more enthusiasm to keep doing what you're doing. So I think that Christian rap and rap, I think they're the same. What I think is different is the message that is brought throughout that platform or throughout that genre.
That's what's up. And I think it's a testament to both styles, and it's really
Yep.
cool when I actually see someone that either is predominantly like a Christian rapper and a traditional rapper, and they make a collab. And like so,
Yep.
like the Christian rapper has to be a little bit more open to flexibility, but it's not just depending on who they are, strictly
That's
related
right.
to the Bible or strictly related to the book. And
That's
then
right.
the other artist has to be more well-rounded on terms of how he delivers his message,
Yep.
terminology, what you're using. You can't cuss. Certain things that like they give you a little bit more to work with. And as an artist, most artists they love the challenge of limited amount of resources and the outcome. So it's kind of like an artist taking a chisel to a slab. It's like you break away little pieces to make a masterpiece. Right. You interacting with other people and you seeing like what the differences are. Even they're not a Christian artist, you should still be able to make music with them that has like a Christian like direction, or it means something that's related to like your beliefs or your belief system. So they can do that on their end. So that's a beautiful thing. Like I said, we talk off camera. I love what you do. I love how it is in terms of the challenging aspect of it, as well as the artistry of it, and the religious piece. You incorporate that and just keep pushing. All I want is blessings for you, bro.
Amen, bro. I appreciate your
seeing
support.
big things. So getting into that, we talked about your favorite rapper. Is there anything that you want to do in the future, or any songs that you're working on in the future with any particular people? And then who is like your favorite artist, and if you ever made a song with them, like what would it be?
So I've had the opportunity to listen to rap music since I was little, and I've always liked there's two Spanish rappers. The first name is Leo. The other one is Manny Montes. Those are the people that I listened to ever since I was little. In English, though, when I came to the U.S., I am Puerto Rican. I was born and raised in Puerto Rico. So when I came to the U.S., I heard about Christian rap music, hip hop music. The first guy I listened to was Lecrae. But I also got interested into this guy that has a very weird name. But he's my favorite, English Christian artist. I love the way he delivers, his songs, the message he brings behind them. And his name is Aha Gazelle. AHA. Yeah. AHAGAZELLE, man. And whenever you get a chance, off camera,
I'm gonna look him up.
Yeah,
I'm gonna look him up.
Go ahead and look up who he is, man. He's pretty dope, man. When it comes to doing music, he does any type of music. He does heartbreak music, Christian music, but he keeps everything sane. Like he keeps everything like God related, but he doesn't try to push God onto people. He just
that's a big thing,
he just talks about God, talks how he's living for God, but at the same time, he lets people have their own process through his music. Like it makes you feel some type of way, man. And I appreciate him a lot. But if I were to make a song with someone, you're actually not gonna believe me, but I texted you like an hour ago saying I was on back. I was on the road. God, it's so amazing, man. He gave me the opportunity to go to Tampa, Florida this past weekend and make a song with one of the guys in Spanish that I just mentioned to you, which his name is Leo. That song will be coming out next year on an album of mine that's dropping around February. And so, man, I'm just blessed, and I'm glad, man. And it's also confirmation that once we keep that intimacy and that relationship with God in a good way, in a perfect,
Mm-hmm.
just very very intimate way, we
Mm-hmm.
just I, it,
He's
I'm not
gonna
gonna say
take care of
perfect.
you.
Yeah, I'm not
Yeah,
gonna take
yeah.
I'm not gonna say perfect because it's a very bumpy road. That's not the
Mm-hmm.
word that I meant. But when you know you straight with God,
Yeah.
the rest is just gonna come on his own.
He's gonna come on
You
his
take
own.
care of him, he's gonna
Yeah,
take
he's gonna
care
take
of the
care of you.
what you
Yeah,
need. You know what I'm saying? So
that's the
and
way it
I've
works.
I've I've confirmed that. I've confirmed that and experienced that firsthand. That once you maintain that intimacy with the Holy Spirit, everything that you need and that message that God wants to bring through you is gonna come to flourish.
And isn't it like it's an interesting thing when you do believe, and a lot of people that if they don't believe that that's their take. I don't really um harp on the fact that if you don't believe, obviously if I believe, I'm gonna let you know. Like I believe in
Right.
God, but like you said, it's how he delivers his message, and he knows that everyone can't get it from the same system. So just
Gotcha.
like the apostles, it's like every apostle had their own people that kind of listen to them, their friends, their family.
That's right.
Reality is that if you're a person that believes in God, that's the first part. But then the other parts are okay. How are you going to deliver what He gave you? How is His message going to get through you to somebody else?
That's
So the
right.
reality is, it just ends up being the same thing that you just said before. Like your music could touch somebody that's just like you. That's going to be,
Hmm.
growing up, and it could change their life. Plenty of us know that when you're in a certain mood, you're in a certain space. The songs have saved people's lives. They've changed their direction in life. They've created different, testimonies that they can look back and say, "Oh, I wouldn't have done that if I wasn't listening to that song at that particular moment." So you never know. You know what I mean? As an artist like you are, you're touching so many people, and you probably don't even know it. You know what I mean? You're
Right.
you, you're not going to know it. So that's why I say, like, just keep doing your thing. You can see
Yeah.
the blessings that are coming. You know what I
That's
mean?
right.
So.
And to be honest, I don't really need to know if
Mm-hmm.
God's touching those people through my songs.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Um,
yeah.
well, and I'm bipolar in that
Mm-hmm.
aspect because
Mm-hmm.
I do want to know that my music is making an impact, but at the same time, it's not my job to know.
Yeah, yeah.
I
It's
just
not put
do,
like this. It's not going to stop you from
yeah,
doing
I
what
just
you're
I
doing.
just
Yeah.
do what God tells me to do the way He wants me to say it with whatever
Mm-hmm.
message He's trying to, and let Him work. Let Him work.
Yeah.
Whatever purpose He has with individual people is not my job to know.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
I will also be. It will be. I'm not gonna say it will be like a dream of mine, but it'll make me feel good as a person to know that my song helped somebody come out of depression,
Yep. Yep.
come out of any situation that they were going
Mm-hmm.
through. But once again, it's not me, it's God
Yeah.
within me that
Yeah.
helps me bring that message that He wants to bring through my music, and it'll be very good to know that your music is making that much of an impact in a person's life. But at the
Mm-hmm.
same time, I wouldn't be mad if I don't know.
Yeah.
But I
Yeah.
know at the end of the day, God is working with people. You know what I'm saying?
Yep. Yep.
So
Yep.
yeah, man, it's
Just
just
like I said, anything that you do, if you have that as your starting point, that's your foundation, then it's
that's
just
right.
going to transcend from there. You don't got to really worry about it. You doing your thing, and whatever you do, if you have that as your core, like this is the starting point, and then
Right.
anything else that I do from this point, I let God handle it. I'm just the
Mhm.
vessel. Like
Facts.
you're gonna be wherever you're gonna be. So just do the best you can. That's basically it. So, the last thing, that's a kudos to you that you made that song. I'm gonna wait to see it. Send me the
Hey,
links so I can download and share it because it's
I
gonna be
got
all
you.
over.
I got you. It's coming out. It's
uh,
coming out next year, man, for my album.
okay,
So just
okay,
stay tuned. But I got you though. You know I
yeah,
got
yeah,
you,
yeah.
man.
Let me know. Let me know. Um, the last thing before we get into the sports stuff is you said that this song's coming out next year. Are there any other things that you're working on or endeavors that you're working on? It doesn't have to be music related, but anything else that maybe people don't know about you that you're working on for the future?
Got you. So this is my list of upcoming upcoming artists that I am going to collab with.
Okay.
Um some of them are Spanish rappers, some of them are English rappers. But Stitch, he is a upcoming rapper in the Tampa Bay area.
Mm-hmm.
He's a son of the bishop of our region. Romy Ram, he's a Dominican, very known rapper in the
Mm-hmm.
Dominican Republic in this southeast area. Jace Bombero, he's here where I'm at in the area of Columbus, Georgia. He does Afro music, Afro pop.
Okay.
Rez, he's more, of a hip hop artist.
Mm-hmm.
Um, uh, I'm also doing 2 songs with 2 youth from a church, from a local church here in Georgia where I stay at.
Mm-hmm.
That I see that they have potential, and not really potential, but I've heard them sing before.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I was presented to them by their cousin. One of them is her sister, and the
Mm-hmm.
other one is their cousin. So I'm doing one of my friends, the youth leader at a church here, presented me his sister. His sister is the one that I'm doing a song with, and also his cousin.
Okay.
So I'm doing 2 songs with those 2 people, and also my last mission before the year is over with is to fix my album and making sure that that everything is straight and ready to go. But that's we got some work to do before the year is over. But hey, we just got to get to it and making sure that everything is in order and everything needs to be done in the correct fashion, because we understand who we do this for.
Yeah.
We don't, we do it, to preach, the gospel, but at the
Mm-hmm.
same time, we also do it for God, and everything we do for God has to be at 110%. So
Yeah.
we're just trying to make it as good as possible, and I hope and pray that it blesses people at the end of the day, whatever we do.
Yeah. And like we talked beforehand off camera, about like your it's not just the talent. God doesn't just give you this. It's like
That's
you gotta put in your work.
Mhm.
Everyone wants to be rich, everybody wants to be successful, everybody wants these certain particular things out of their life, but like
Yeah,
you can't just sit there and expect it to happen. You gotta really put in your work. And then when you get there, it's like, okay, I gave you this. Now what are you gonna do with it? Are you gonna
that's
go
right.
the other way? Or are you gonna utilize what I gave you and continue down the road that you said
That's
you were
right.
gonna do? You know
That's
what I mean?
right.
So that's the breaking point for a lot of artists. They start with all, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do this. Oh, just give me the chance, give me the chance.
That's
You got
right.
the chance, and now what? So
Facts.
keep doing your thing, keep your mind focused, and you'll do great things, bro. I have
Amen.
no doubt. I have no doubt.
Amen, bro.
So yeah, let me know about anything. If you need any help with anything on
Gotcha.
my end, send me anything you need.
Of course.
So that's the artist portion. We're gonna go into the sports stuff now.
Let's do it.
So this portion of the show is basically for my other brand, sports fans only. So we're gonna talk about one particular sports question. I know you like the Bucks, so we're gonna
Yeah,
talk a little bit about them, and
that's
then we're
right.
gonna do a little. It's called rapid fire or shotgun questions that
Okay.
you're not prepared for, and
Okay.
it's gonna be like this or that type of thing. Like if I say you like pizza or burgers, we'll
Okay.
say whatever one you like. All right.
Okay, let's do it.
So, all right. So the first question is, do you think now this is a personal thing. Now it's just because it's in tabloids and it's something that I've been asking a lot of Buck fans.
Okay.
What do you think the issue with Brady's personal life, has it affected his football performance and
Okay.
ultimately the Bucs season? And I don't like particularly getting into like the whole drama and like the,
Okay.
you know what I mean? But it is what it is in terms of his performance, like him being in that and it being on the tablet for him being on the Bucs. What do you think?
And to be honest, man, I'm not here to like downfall his personal life or anything, but
Yeah, you know.
I feel like that what he's doing, I don't know what he has going in his personal life, because the Bucks right now are 3-4.
Yeah.
And they, in all honesty, they need an adjustment, man, because I think Tom Brady at one point he was gonna retire.
Yeah.
But then when they offered him, a couple more money, he came out of retirement, so to speak. And I think that Tom Brady's a real good quarterback, you know what I'm saying? And I feel like his personal life needs to be his personal life and his game needs to be his game. You know what I'm saying? Like he still has a lot to offer, even though he's in his 40s right now. But he still has a lot to offer. He's just like the LeBron of NBA. LeBron's about
he's a very unique player. Like you can't really, you're not going to see another Brady for a long time. You know what I mean?
LeBron is about to be 40 in like what 2 years, and this man is still like
he got one of the longest streaks I think of any NBA player. He outdid Kobe. He outdid Jordan. And I think he just beat Kareem Abdul-Jabbar's scoring record. I think right.
Recently. No. He's going to. He's like 1,000 points away.
Oh, okay. All right. So, but I know that
I'm saying for Tom Brady, man. I mean, he doesn't have the receivers that he had. He probably has Mike Evans because I think they done a couple of trades. I'm not really sure. Man, is whatever they got going on, they need to hurry up and fix it because if this is gonna be Tom Brady's last season, he needs to go off with a bang and going off with a ring. So he needs to make some adjustments, man. To be honest,
that's what I don't like to see. I don't like last year. He did great. Or the year before they won one, right? The year before they won one.
The year before.
And then last year he did okay, but like you going through all this and now you got a losing season, like and then they were talking about the money and he was already retired. And he have to come back. It's a lot of political moving pieces, and you got the personal stuff in there, and people kind of judging him for certain things. It's just like at a certain point, as a person, mental health wise, like. Does it make the most sense for you to stay doing this and go out horribly, or just to say, look, at this point, I don't know if it makes sense for him to even, stay and start anymore.
To be completely honest, if you're gonna judge Tom Brady's career based off this one losing season, I think you're just over your head because
it doesn't make any sense.
We're not just gonna sit here. We're not just gonna sit here and deny the 7 rings that he has.
Exactly.
Like that, bro. He's getting old,
and he got him on 2 different teams.
He's 40. He's 40. You know what I'm saying? Like he's 40. Like I at least have some mercy on the dude. Yes, he's a still good quarterback, and yes, he cares about this football game so much that I seen a couple of videos of him like throwing the clipboard. But he's 40. That's how you know he cares. That's how you know that he wants to win. But in my opinion, I think people shouldn't judge their Tom Brady's game by one losing season. Like he's just getting old, man.
It's just sad because it's at the end of the day. It's like but they're never gonna. Most people don't do that. Most people they're gonna be like. We know Tom Brady, but what I remember of Tom Brady was that last season.
That's the thing. People can't do that because at the end of the day, my boy got 7 rings, man.
Yeah.
So what you got to tell me about them 7 rings?
Yeah. When that's all you gonna say.
Look, I remember people used to get mad every time Tom Brady went to the Super Bowl and won. Like they're like, bro, like is this dude
give somebody else a chance? Is
this dude ever gonna lose? Like this dude is in the Super Bowl again. And now that he's losing, I feel like they're like saying finally, not Tom Brady in Super Bowl, but at the same time, man, like don't take the greatness away from him. You know what I'm saying?
I agree.
He's done so much for the game that I think the game should get back to him. To be honest, I think it's time for him after this season. It doesn't matter if he turns this thing around or stays losing. Just hang the cleats up, my boy.
Yeah, just hang it up.
Just hang
it's time. Up. It's time,
bro.
You know what I mean?
You've done everything.
Done enough. That's the reason why. That's the reason why a lot of people are harping about the whole relationship stuff because. We don't know the back end. We don't know the issues in his personal life behind closed doors. But we do know what has been tablicized in terms of like them saying that his wife was telling him, I don't want you to go back. I don't want you to go play again. I want you to just, come home. And I got a feeling there was something that was going on between them two and why he just said, no, I want to go back. That's something separate. But at the end of the day, I just felt like it was something that at least come back and have a winning season. You don't got to go back to the Super Bowl, but at least go out, like you said, go out on a bang. I just feel bad for the guy. I don't you know what I mean? It's not a good situation.
But I mean, I don't like I said, I don't want to speak about his personal life, but I
Yeah,
feel
yeah,
like
yeah, yeah, yeah.
his wife telling him not to go back to what he's been doing for 20 plus years
Yeah.
is like telling a baby to stop being bad.
But it's
Like,
life. It's life,
but
man.
bro, like it's like telling a little child, hey man, stop being bad, behave, and knowing that next time you turn your back, they about to do some dumb stuff.
That's the dilemma though with any relationship though, right? She could have said her argument could be, you've done it for 20 something years. You got 7 rings. What else more do you want to do? I want you to come home with me. And he was like, nah. So she's like, and no, I'm out. You know,
once again, we're not judging him. We're not saying anything. We're not saying that that's what happened, but I feel like, man, he just has the love for the game that he just wanted to come back. To be honest, I probably would have came back too.
Yeah, that's what I said. Everybody deep down inside, if you're an athlete and you've been doing it 20 some years, like you're gonna be like, yo, I'm gonna do it till they knock me out. Like I can't. I'm gonna do it till I get injured. How about that? Till I get injured, I'm out. Now I can't come back. So it's a sad story. Hopefully for y'all, for your Bucks, and hopefully for Brady. Deep down inside, I've always been a Brady fan. I didn't like him on New England because he was winning everything. Right. But I was always a Brady fan. I love his story. I love, how he carries himself. He's done countless different things for the game and for other athletes. So, I want him to do better. And I'm hoping that all this stuff gets put in a better position.
Yeah, man, I still got hope for my Bucks, man.
Yeah, it ain't over. It's still semi-new, but
week seven.
Yeah. So we are halfway.
We still got time, but we need to turn this thing around fast.
Gotta do something.
Yeah.
All right, so we're gonna go into the shotgun questions.
Here we go.
We'll go into the conclusion. All right.
Here we go.
So these questions are basically this or that. So just if I were to ask you, if you like pizza or you like burgers, you would say pizza or burgers. But then you can elaborate on some of the stuff. Or you can just answer and it's good to go. All right.
No, man, I elaborate on everything.
I like it. I love it. All right. So you ready?
Let's do it.
All right. First question.
All right.
Better franchise, Yankees or Red Sox?
I think Yankees, man. When it comes to franchise, we're talking about management. We're talking about board leaders. We're talking about coaches. We're talking about players in general that have came through there. I can't say this out loud because my dad is a Boston Red Sox fan.
But you see what I'm wearing.
Yeah, but I think better franchise if you put Boston Red Sox and New York Yankees and you do a survey of what franchise is better. I think people will pick Yankees. So I'm going with Yankees.
Yankees, cool. I'm not gonna argue with you. I'm good.
Yeah, that doesn't mean I like them though.
I love it.
My team is already at home.
Okay. Who's your squad?
My Mets.
Oh, you over there? Yeah.
Yeah, I'm over there watching TV.
Yeah, you good. You are.
They got eliminated already, but it's all right.
You all right. Yeah, the Mets. I'm saying the Mets are always like kind of like that team. It's kind of like the Jets with football. Like the Jets are winning this year, but like the Mets are like, oh, okay, they're the Mets. They don't really have no issues with nobody.
True, but that's why I got a backup to maintain my happy mood.
your mental stability.
I live in Georgia, so I got to go with my.
Oh yeah, you definitely done. Yeah, you definitely done. Yeah.
I got my Atlanta Braves in second because
the
only reason why I like the Mets is because one of my mom's childhood friends plays for the Mets. His name is Edwin Sugar Diaz.
Okay.
So yeah, they my mother
gotta represent.
They have the last name and they're like long lost cousins or whatever.
Okay.
So he doesn't know us, but we know his mother.
Yeah.
We my mom is really really good friends with his mother, and yeah, man. But that's why I like my Mets. Other than that, I'm Atlanta. That's right.
Cool. All right. Next one. Kobe or LeBron?
Man, LeBron, man. Go ahead. You don't see what I got on?
I have to ask. But Kobe was Laker too.
Bro, let me tell you something.
Kobe was Laker longer than LeBron.
Give me 1 second. I'm finna pull something out for you. Watch this. Watch
Let me see this.
Watch
Let me
this.
see this.
Watch this.
I love it. I love it.
This is when he was 23, though. You know what I'm saying? He's number 6 now, but
yeah.
Hey, but guess what? I also got a high school Kobe jersey. So
okay.
I respect. Hey, no disrespect to Kobe Bryant, though.
Yeah.
But I gotta go with Bron, man.
LeBron. Yeah.
Bron,
my son loves LeBron too. It is what it is.
Bro, Bron is just LeBron.
Yeah.
He's just LeBron.
Well, that's why I said the question a lot of times is, and obviously depending on who I'm talking to.
Right.
Some of the younger group, they love LeBron. Some of the older group, they love Kobe. Some of the people that are in the middle, they love Jordan. So it's kind of like you can't really lose with none of them. But it's the argument between those two.
I have a question for you, though.
All right.
We know that LeBron is going to beat Kareem Abdul-Jabbar in points this season because he only has 1,000 to go. Like it's not really that. Well, in my opinion, if you're LeBron, I don't think it should be that difficult to score 1,000 points in 82 games.
Well, I'm saying it's something bad has to happen to him.
Well,
if he wasn't to score it, but more than likely,
yeah, but like injury and stuff. But anyway, we're not talking about that. I rebuke that in the name of Jesus. No injury for LeBron. No, listen. But do you consider LeBron being the number 1 player to ever play basketball if he beats Kareem Abdul-Jabbar in points, or do you go based off rings?
I don't like getting into the argument of who is the best because it's kind of like saying that any of them can be compared to another person. It's kind of like saying like Dr. J or Michael Jordan. If you don't know who Dr. J is, then you really don't understand why Michael Jordan is Michael Jordan. You know what I mean? Okay. So it's kind of like saying like there would be no Kobe if there was no Jordan, but Kobe is Kobe.
Yeah,
I can't disrespect Kobe.
That's right,
because he's Kobe. Like he's at the level now where it's beyond argument that he is one of the greatest players to ever live, if not the greatest. He's in that like
that's right
top 3, 4, back and forth depending on who you're talking to. So I would say LeBron is LeBron. In the beginning, I was questioning him. But at this point, it's not. If someone were to say he's the best player to ever live, it all depends on who you're talking to. You're never gonna get that from me. But I would say that he could. It's not like an argument. I wouldn't be mad at you if you said that. But like that.
Respect.
Yeah, I respect LeBron. He's done a lot, and he's. If I were to think about him being in his prime, because it's really, to me, it's probably like him, Jordan, Kobe, obviously those 3, and then obviously Kareem is because people haven't caught to his points till now. You know what I mean? So like the idea is LeBron outlived Kobe, unfortunately, because Kobe was already retiring anyway before he passed. But Jordan, his career coming back and playing for the Wizards and all that other stuff, it really wasn't relevant. But I don't know, man. LeBron, he might go down as the best player to ever live, depending on what he accomplishes moving forward. But yeah, he's up there. I give him that. I give him respect.
Okay. Cool.
All right. So this is a music question.
Yeah.
Who is a better musician or better artist, Prince or Michael Jackson?
You want me to be honest?
Yeah, of course.
I don't know too much about Prince.
Okay.
I don't know any songs about Prince.
Okay.
So I'm gonna go Michael Jordan. I'm gonna go Michael Jordan.
Jackson.
No. I'm saying, hold on. Let me do the joke. Let me do the joke real quick, man.
Okay.
I'm gonna do Michael Jordan. Because I never listened to none of them. Listen, I'm gonna go Michael Jordan because I know who Michael Jackson is, but I never.
But you never really listened to it.
I've never just sat there and be like,
yeah.
Yo, I like this. Like Michael Jackson, I know they call him the king of pop.
Yeah.
Like this man, I'm talking about like anybody knows like the regular songs, Beat It, Thriller, you know what I'm saying? But to just sit there and be like, oh, Prince or Michael Jackson too. Okay, if you were to ask me, let me put it this way: if you were to ask me who I would like to listen to, Prince or Michael Jackson, I'm gonna go Michael Jackson just because of the fact that he has songs that I know. I've never listened to Prince before,
well, see, that's your homework. You gonna listen to both. Listen to both, and then I'm gonna call you. I'm gonna call you and be like, all right. Which one do you think is better? And you're gonna tell me, because put it like this: if you do your research with those two types of music, right?
Yeah.
And they kind of overlap because it's kind of hard to see. Like when you listen to Prince and you research Prince, you'll understand why he's kind of hard to be put in a box. And Michael Jackson, he changed the game and all his other elements within R&B and pop. So if you were to choose one of them, it really depends on, you listening to them and really getting a grasp of how they were. And then that will give you that might even help with a lot of different songs for you. If you hear from both, because I'm telling you, when you listen to both of them, you're going to get an idea of where their mindsets were, how they impacted people. And then that's when you kind of decide, okay, who was a better artist. Because it's really like kind of like that argument like LeBron or Jordan or Kobe.
Well, like I said, I've never listened to Prince before, so I'm gonna go Michael Jackson just based off, just based because in my lifetime, I think he's better. I guess I don't know. That's a very difficult question because I barely listen to any of them. Prince, never listened to him. Michael Jackson, I just hear like the songs.
You hear the mainstream ones.
Yeah, Beat It and Thriller, and that's because they put on like a commercial or whatever. But other than that, I'm not sure. And for other people that are gonna watch this, please do not judge me. I'm only 21 years old. I don't know.
He's young. He ain't got. He's still got time.
I'm innocent. I don't know, that much about pop music or, what I'm saying. But now we can talk about some Jay-Z.
Oh yeah. We
can talk about that. But when it comes to pop music, don't count me on it.
Okay. Don't take it serious. Don't take it too personal, fam.
Yeah, don't take it too personal.
That's young blood. That's young blood right there.
Yeah, man.
Okay, so this question now is going to be a little bit more stretched out. All right, so we talked off camera about like MMA.
That's right.
So this is like related to like if you were in a situation. So you're in a fight and you have somebody that's trying to fight you, and you get to pick a person to help you fight them, but they get to take the other person. Okay, if you choose, like whoever you choose. They get to take the other person, all right?
Okay.
So it's 2-on-2, and you get to pick one. They take the other person.
Okay.
So who do you pick? Mike Tyson, or Muhammad Ali? And they get to take the other person. Remember, if you take Mike, they get Muhammad. You take Muhammad, they get Tyson.
There's a lot of factors that play into this question.
That's more like a boxing thing. It's not really MMA, but we talk about fighting beforehand.
Okay, no, that's fine. I feel like it depends on who my opponent is.
Okay.
Because if my opponent is weaker than me and I know I can beat him, I'm gonna just go ahead and go with brutal force.
Okay.
And go with Mike Tyson.
Okay.
But if I see that my opponent is very skilled in what he does and knows how to, throw hands, I'm gonna go Muhammad Ali because Muhammad Ali is smarter in my opinion.
Okay.
So I think is depending on who my opponent is type of situation because I'm just gonna make it quick. If you're weaker than me and I see that you can't fight, I'm just going easy peasy. Mike Tyson,
the bulldozer just run him over.
Just go ahead. But if I see that I gotta, take my time and find a way to beat this guy, I'm gonna go with Muhammad Ali just based off his intelligence in the ring and his experiences. So it just depends.
That's what's up. That's it. Intelligent guy, smart guy. And then the last question, because I'm a comic book fan, there's going to be additional segments that you'll see on the comic books and stuff like that. Are you team Iron Man or team Captain America?
Why you gotta do this to me, man?
Questions ain't supposed to be easy.
Man, it's a very difficult question. You know why? Because we're talking about money versus heart. We're talking about a guy that created his equipment versus a guy that was created because he volunteered to.
Yeah, dude. Yeah. And you know the story. This is more of like I guess anyone of any age that knows history of these two. It's always a hard question.
So
you know what I
mean? Basically the story was at first Captain America he joined the military, but he was very skinny, very weak, and they were doing some type of experiment and he just volunteered to do so. When he came out of there, he was a totally different guy. He could run faster, jump higher. And on Iron Man, he was a prisoner at first in what was I think it was Iraq or something like that.
Yeah. And the comic in the movie.
I'm going based off the movie. Because I know that probably kids from all ages are probably gonna watch your show and they're going based off what happened in the movie. They don't
Marvel Universe.
Yeah. So I think, and then Iron Man, once he got freed or whatever, he created his own super suit, so to speak. I'm gonna go Iron Man.
Iron Man? Okay.
I'm going Iron Man because I'm going Iron Man because it's just Iron Man is lethal, bro. Like when you can see what his strengths are, he's the only character that actually took a part in beating Thanos. I don't know if you watched the movie Endgame.
Yeah.
Look. I think that both are leaders.
Yeah.
But Captain America lacks something. He lacks this. He lacks intelligence. Because Tony Stark is just he's on
another level.
He's on another level, and if he can't find something to fix, he's gonna make it to where it's going to fix.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna go Iron Man just because of his knowledge. And bro, just like it's tremendous, bro.
It's a hard question because a lot of people depending on who you're talking to and depending on how well they know the characters. The reason why this is just from a nerd's perspective, right? The reason why it's always been a debate on who is who, why they made Civil War, because Civil War in the comic was way larger, on a larger scale. But the reality is that you have Iron Man's intelligence and you have Captain America's heart. Yeah. And that's the reason why you have the debate on should you do something on how you feel or do you do something on how logically it makes sense? Yeah. And that debate has always been the contrary issues within both men or in men in general. Do you do something because you feel to do it or do you do something because it makes sense? So that's the reason why you always have that debate, and that's the reason why they're just like kind of like avatars of those abilities, because they're both kind of deadly if you put them in scenarios. Yeah. Iron Man has a suit he's got to get into, but he can't. If he doesn't get in that suit, Captain America's beating him every day. Once he gets into that suit, it's basically over. So it's kind of like it's always a debate on who's who and what you would take. So I like to hear people's perspectives on it and why. You know what I mean? So
I'm a DC type of guy, so I like more.
Yeah. You like me?
Yeah, I'm a DC type of guy. Now I ask you this question: if we go in an all-out battle war, DC versus Marvel, who do you think is winning?
Come on, it's DC. It's DC 7 out of 10 times. Because you know why? Because even if even if you were to compare the two, and they've done this before, I don't know how, in terms of like cinematic universe, if they'll ever get to that point.
Okay.
The reality is that when they first made comics, this is for people that are watching that maybe don't know, but DC Comics was the first comic book company that was made before Marvel. Marvel came after. So typically there are characters that actually emulate each other on each platform, like each organization. You got like Superman, you got Captain America, you got or you got Hulk, or you got Thor, you got Wonder Woman, you got Batman, you got Black Panther, you got Aquaman, and then you're gonna see in the new Black Panther Namor. Like they're literally that almost the same thing. True. But if you were to compare the two, DC characters are like they're godlike like characters. They're like demi people. They're all like they come from other planets. They're like the top of whatever they are. Marvel are all characters that are like an accidental thing. They get into they're mutants, they get changed. They're more of a people that you can relate to. That's why they took on a lot of the younger population and a lot of the people that were like into more of like the outside. Not you're just given this power and your struggle is you just got to figure out how to deal with it. Like besides that, you know what I mean? So if you gravitate towards Marvel, you gravitate toward DC. It all depends on your outlook on the characters. But 7 out of 10 times, Justice League is beating the Avengers.
Bro. Bro, and you don't even gotta go that far.
Mm-hmm.
Bro, Superman, bro.
Yeah, that's what they say.
Who's stopping Superman, bro?
Yeah.
The dude is bulletproof. He can pick up buildings.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Superman.
Another part of your homework is you look up when they did do a crossover comic with Marvel and DC, and it wasn't all Justice League people, but there was a lot of them versus a lot of the Marvel people. And it was a really good comic. It was well done. It was the concept was cool. But they typically say that for the most part, 7 out of 10 times, DC's going to win. They just have it. Their characters are a little bit more like unstoppable, you would say.
Yeah.
The other ones you need a lot, but Marvel's got a lot of people that people don't really pay attention to and they don't really think about. But I'm a DC fan, so I'm always
I'm a DC fan. DC is the way to go.
Go see Black Adam. Make sure you go see that. That's what's up. I see what you're
I'm going to.
I ain't gonna spoil it for you, but it's good. You're gonna be very entertained, especially talking
about that. How do you think The Rock played that role?
All right. So if you've seen Rock movies, you're gonna go into the movie and you're gonna get what you've seen in other Rock movies. Like The Rock is The Rock. Like it's not like overcomplicated. Most of his characters, and you're talking about even with what's the animated one? When he played Maui. Yeah, Moana. He was The Rock and Moana. You know what I mean? Like it doesn't make a difference. But if you like The Rock, you're gonna like the movie. The movie, action-packed, CGI is great, concepts are great. The mythology is cool. How they kind of, I'm not gonna ruin it for you. You're gonna like it. But I think personally with him, I think he killed it. I think he killed his role. His role was dope. Yeah, there's obviously gonna be parts of the movie I'm not gonna be like, it's perfect. It's not supposed to be.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I think he did really well. I think that was probably one of his best characters.
Okay.
Right. Yeah, you're gonna like it. You're gonna like it. And stay to the end. Don't get up. Don't leave.
Oh no, bro! It's a DC movie. If you don't, let me tell you something. It's a DC movie. And for all you people out there that are gonna watch this show, and you watch any superhero movie, and you don't stay till after the credits, till after the credits, you are wrong. You're hearing it now from Jay Melly. If you watch any superhero movie and you don't stay till after the credits, you're wrong.
You're wrong.
You're not a real fan.
Yep.
You are wrong.
Yep.
You are wrong. I'm trying to tell you, you need to stay because it's going to spoil you what is going to come or what happened at a certain time in the movie that you didn't understand.
This one is a big one though. You gonna call me and be like, what? Yeah. It's one of those.
It better be. I'll take your word.
It's good, man. All right, so I appreciate you being on my show. You know, I wish only the best for you. You know, if you need anything, you let me know.
Yes, sir.
You know, send me all the links that you have when I post all this stuff up. But
Gotcha.
for everybody, where can they find you on social media, on your platforms?
Okay, so on my Instagram, you can find me at Melly official, all together, just with the period after the J. So Melly official. On YouTube, you can find me as J Melly Music, everything together.
Okay.
And Facebook, Jamil Melendez Garcia. It is my whole name. I don't know how to change it on there for some reason. So I had to keep my real name on there.
It's all good. It's all good.
What else? Oh, on Apple Music, J Melly.
Make sure you get that in there.
Yeah. My Apple Music, J space Melly. It is spelled the letter J space Melly. You can find me on Spotify as J Melly too. Not man, everything that we do is for the glory of God, and making sure that at the end of the day, the name of God is exalted and that everybody knows about Christ. So, man, thank you for having me on your show. We were planning this for a long time. I'm just blessed that we got time to do it, and I appreciate you, man. And if you need anything from my way, you can just reach out too, man. I appreciate you.
You already know. We fam, so that's it.
That's right.
All right.
And for all you New York Yankees fans, I hate y'all.
It's all love. It's all love.
That's right. That's right. The Big Apple. Let's do it, man.
Let's do it. All right. Peace out. Check y'all next time.
Peace out. God bless y'all.
Porque de vida yo estaba preso. Yo miro para adelante, no miro para atrás. La gloria que viene ya pronto verá.